beautiful, chilly Idaho spring morning here. We're going to be working in the barn today. I have sold the first 5 bikes to Kaplan Motors, Kaplan Motorcycles, Kaplan Motorcycle Museum. They've decided to buy 4 of these bikes, so we're gonna dig, well, 5, sorry, there's 4 back here and there's 1 in the big shop. We're gonna be digging out, let's see, we're gonna dig out the 350. We've got that XL100 there, and then those 2 XL100s back there. We're gonna be moving those out. Got to get my plow tractor started and out of the way. And it's chilly and windy out there. Not a pleasant day, but we'll get her done. If you like old motorcycles, consider subscribing, because there's gobs to go. Well, this girl's a little finicky. Motor's very tired. Runs decent. Burns oil like crazy. Leaks oil. Oh, that's pretty yucky. But she usually starts pretty good. It's been a while though. Didn't have a whole lot of snow this year. Does a fantastic job pushing snow though. Let's just see if we've got enough battery left in her. Oh, so close. It's always a struggle. Alright, let's try the jumper pack. We're gonna let her run for a while. The next struggle is gonna be the old John Deere round fender. It's got some flat tires. It might actually start too. Try starting that one. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can find a battery that fits. She's a little rough around the edges. This mower often starts right up with 0 issues. Let's see which ones. Oh. Let's see. This bolt. Wrong size ratchet for these bolts. where the trusty Leatherman comes in. Well, I'm gonna have to use that other bolt. I'm missing one of the ones that was sitting here. Oh, it's always something. Never, ever, ever use pliers on a bolt or a nut. Guaranteed to strip them out. Alright, we'll use one of these guys on the other side. Pretty sure this battery doesn't have much juice in it. We'll see. Ooh. Wow. Put some gas in there. She's bone dry. I started this guy for at least 2 years, probably closer to 3. I use this, believe it or not, to mow over an acre of grass for a whole season. Runs great, cuts great, kind of slow. Oh boy, we're leaking. Looks like we need a new fuel line. If I hold my tongue just right, it won't leak. Maybe we can get it started enough to back it out. Just let the carb fill up. I know the carb had a leak. So when it starts to drip, you know you got fuel in there. Full throttle. Full choke. See if she's gonna start. Ooh, almost. Well, that honestly went a little better than expected. They both started. Now we can start moving bikes around a little bit. We got, I gotta get this guy out of the way. That one doesn't run very at all. So those John Deere 110s, I actually have 3 of those. Old round fenders. I got that one. I got a good parts tractor. Well, probably a good restoration candidate, but the motor is seized. It's even the skinny wheel, skinny tire version. And then the third one I started restoring my life. I need to be a finisher. Got to get over this PADD, as I mentioned in my other video. I got to start focusing on one thing at a time. So here's the first one out of the garage here. Bought this in Utah a while ago. Came with a KTM 495. That's a fun bike. Guy did some cleanup to it. He said the frame's powder coated. It's really dusty, but pretty clean. I have no idea what kind of shape the motor's in or what all it's missing. It's from another guy that suffers PADD just like me. So we'll start rolling them out, get the rest of this stuff out, and see what we've got. All right, we're gonna try and figure out how to get this 350 out. Let's see, what do we got here? I believe it's a seat cover and a tube for the little TRX 70. That can go on the parts shelf. There's some car parts. Didn't end up using. All right. So, hey Pooch. What do you think, mister? Think we can get this motorcycle out?
Yeah.
Without moving the other ones?
Yeah.
Without scratching anything?
I don't know.
She's dusty. So I've had this motorcycle for quite a while. Had this one for probably 15 years, maybe. One of my favorite bikes of all time. This is a 75 XL 350. I put a lot of miles on this one. So I did a fair bit of work to this one. I found a Venolia high compression piston. In fact, maybe I'll show you over on this side. Kind of hard to see. It's got a custom exhaust at the moment. This is just a glass pack on the stock header. Very common for these motorcycles. It rusts apart right there, falls to pieces. I've had several like that. Oh, I have to pop that back in, a little rubber mount. And then over here, we got a much bigger carb. Like I say, it's got a 12-to-1 high compression piston in there, and a cam that obviously has a longer duration. This bike ripped. It did not idle well, but off idle down the road, it would move. I used this for commuting for a couple of years, and fun bike. But now it's time to say goodbye. So let's get it rolled out. Now we gotta move. Where are we gonna go with this one? Next up, these two XL100s. I believe this one's a 74. Seems to be very clean. How many miles are even on it? 6,400. This one says 4,000 on it. No idea if it actually is accurate. Had this one running. Had a bent valve from a skipped timing chain. Did some top end work to it. I think I know I've got the side covers for it somewhere. Let's get these two pulled out and into the sun. Neutral might help. So the last bike in this group is this 185 right here in the back. Kind of sad. Well, selling a bike is always sad, but this bike looks like a lot of fun. I've never ridden the 185. I hear they're fantastic and looks just like a lot of fun. But let's pull it out, add it to the pile. We gotta move the 125, move 75, park it over by the Z50. Okay, XL 185. A bunch of crutches. Who doesn't need crutches? start getting the parts pulled together. This guy had a cracked stator cover, was leaking oil. So you'll find I've got a couple extras of those. This guy got the intake boot, side covers, and maybe a few other odds and ends for this. This one I think is pretty much complete the way it sits. Don't have any other parts for that one. So the 350, we do have the original carb and air box. Those are going to go with the bike. My custom exhaust. Now that does not go with this bike. That actually goes to my 74 XL 350 that I need to do something with. But the stock exhaust in very good shape does go with that bike, so I'm gonna have to switch those over. And then this guy, I think I've got some more parts for it. I think I've got a seat, at least. And we'll just have to start digging through boxes and see what's in there. What do you think? Am I crazy for selling these? Should I hang on to them and do something with them? Or should I pool my money and focus on other stuff? Talk for a minute about other stuff. Here's an example. I got this old, it's a heeled kit bike, Super Bronc. The odometer shows 44 miles on it. Planning on giving this away. This is going to be a raffle bike for my 1,000 subscriber mark. If you want an entry to win this, you just got to buy some merch. Every dollar you spend on merch gets you one entry to win that bike. So I've got Make It With Mr. T hats. They're 20 bucks a piece. I've got stickers, Make It With Mr. T stickers, $1 a piece. I've got Rusty Phoenix Motor stickers coming, maybe some shirts, maybe some other stuff, some Rusty Phoenix hats, things like that. So if you're interested, we're going to start building that shortly. We're going to tear it apart, clean it up, paint it, refresh it. Trying to decide what motor should I put in it. I've got a Honda 5-horse. I've got a Honda 10-horse, I think it is. I've got a Kohler 25-horse V-twin. That might be exciting. Comment, let me know what you think. What should I do with this little guy? I think it'd be a lot of fun to tool around on. Headlights, headlight, I guess, tail light, speedometer. It's got the snowmobile style CV clutch. I think it'd be a blast, but we're gonna give it away. So stay tuned for that. About ready to wrap this video up. I've got most of the parts pulled out for all those bikes. Found the paperwork for the ones I have it on. I was just gonna show you real quick. I mentioned the muffler on that XL350. I've got, here's what they usually look like. So this is what commonly happens. It just rusts out horribly on the back end, and they rust so bad they just fall apart. So these are a bunch of XL350 parts I've amassed. Sadly, these don't go with the 75 I'm selling. This is the air box for it. I've just got all kinds of totes full of parts here I've been going through, and that's basically it. Got a box of parts for the 85 100. Got a few parts for the 185 here, and then those 350 parts. I did find the seat for the little XL 100, so just wait for Kaplan's to show up and haul them off. If you look at my other video where I show all the bikes, all of those are still available other than these 5. So if you see something you're interested in, drop me a line, give me a comment. Still have the SL350. I've got another 74 XL350. just like this guy, silver blue tank. Lots and lots and lots of parts go with that. Just restoration I started. I think I'm going to do a lot sale for the little bikes, the 75s and 80s. I got 10 XR, XL, 75s and 80s in various states of repair. So probably be pulling those out next and show you what we got. Stay tuned, lots more to come. Subscribe if you're interested in seeing what else I got.